Hello, this is Stalker, Age of Warring Empire Manual Part 2. I still have my Russian cigarettes, I still have my iced coffee, my Chinese laptop, and if you have the Facebook bug, then I'm lying in bed half naked. Now, we'll start with the text and I'll try to read it, because I think it's the best thing you can do. We start with basic guidelines, things everybody knows. I think most people know. You know very well that if you play any sort of game like this and you don't want to get farmed by people, you can do two things. Keep a low profile and not offer much to steal. Now, we're going to disregard the first thing, because what you want to do is you don't want to spend the whole of your virtual life at the corner of the map not really worrying about anybody. You want to have some fun, so you don't want to keep a low profile, but you do want to offer as little as you can to your farmers. So as a first rule of farming, you try to spend your resources as much as you can. Now, there are two ways, of course, you can spend resources. You've got two construction queues. You can build buildings, and you have two army building queues. It's important to know that the army building queues are both for your barracks and your fortifications on the city wall, so you can only build two things at the same time. You can only, build rolling logs and catapults, but not a third thing unless you buy it for gold. Also remember, you can hide resources by offering them on the market. You can make two offers up to circa 25% of your current resource value. So it follows quite logically that you first offer resources on the market and then you start using up the rest by building soldiers and fortifications. Now, if the farmer steals very little, he may stop his attacks after some time, depending on what type of farmer he is, and that will be the topic of the following chapter, which we're going to read right now. There's two types of farmer. We call them the resource farmer and the vendetta farmer, and that applies to not just to any attacks in the Age of the Warring Empire, but probably to any attacks in any strategy game of this sort. The resource farmer basically regards you as a warehouse, and his attacks are a business opportunity. So if you prove to be enough of a nuisance to him, if you use up all your resources, he doesn't steal anything, or if you build traps, or in extreme case, if you take and abandon his wilds, his attacks will stop, most likely, because you prove to be unprofitable. Start using up resources and building traps first. That should get rid of 90% of them. If you start abandoning wilds, your resource farmer might easily turn into a vendetta farmer, and even though it's fun, you don't want this to happen every day. Now, the vendetta farmer usually ports to your location, teleports, moves to your location, and attacks you for a variety of reasons, ranging from alliance war, personal dislike, asserting his ego, up to owning a small penis and being frustrated about it. Now, the reasons are largely irrelevant. What distinguishes him from the resource farmer is that he is not looking for profit. His chief concerns might be making your life miserable, making you quit the game, breaking your spirit, or taunting you into putting your army on the wall. If you follow my instructions, you'll most likely not succeed in any of them. But remember, your calm and confident attitude will always be key. And remember one more thing, and this is of a more pleasant breed. If you follow this manual, you will always spend less time and energy than the farmer. And that is a win of sorts to start with. This is Stalker, and I welcome you to watch part 3.